I sketched this earlier or yesterday. Actually, that was yesterday. And now I'm gonna see how I'm gonna color this. And there's so many ways that you can go out with this. But I'm gonna try this one way. I'm gonna use my gesso. I like to use gesso when I'm doing my portraits. This is paper. What I did, I freehanded this on a cardstock 60 pound, but I made a copy, and I made a copy on 110 pound cardstock just to be able to hold the acrylic paint. The other one was so thin it would not hold the amount of paint, so I had to print it on a 110 pound. All right, so I'm just gonna see how I'm gonna go with this or where this is gonna take me. I don't know if I'm going to use the same colors per se or not. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna try and I'm gonna start and we're gonna go from there. That's it. That's basically it. So I'm putting some colors in my plate just to go with, just to start. And I liked my filbert brush, nothing special, just a filbert brush, and I have it in different sizes. So I have those quite ready there. So I'm gonna start with the gesso, and the thing about paper though is that the gesso and the paint period dries so quickly. I think I erased that line. I'm gonna stand up. I think I do better when I stand up. I need to get is the clear gesso. That's what I need to do. I need to get clear gesso. And I'm gonna leave the nose. I usually leave clear. Yeah, that I do. So I go back and forth in between the color and the gesso. That's basically what I do. And I don't want to erase the whole part right there. And I know this part of the skin is usually darker, so is here. And just have fun with it. I always say have fun with it because to me painting is so therapeutic, and I don't want to be stressed out when I'm painting, you know. I want to enjoy the process. I want to have fun and just enjoy it. I don't want to stress out about it. I honestly don't. Okay, and you go back and forth with the gesso and the color that you're using, pretty much. Yes, you can leave some of the colors. Like I said, there's so many ways to go with this. This is just how I decided to do it today. But there's so many ways that you can go. You could just do the outlines and let the other colors underneath show through, or just do it the way that I'm doing now. Okay. And have fun. You know, what's the worst that can happen if you don't like it? Well, then you're just gonna start over, do another one. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. So, and it's always a learning experience. Always a oops, I went inside the eye. Okay. All right. Is she outside? Okay, my son is asking for the dog, and I believe the dog is outside. Sorry. Okay. And I always forget, for some reason, I always forget to do the neck. And I'm gonna leave the pencil line. I think I'm gonna leave the pencil line to show. So, not a big deal. And Joshua, I know you're behind me. Okay. Need to pour more of these colors. I am using Jane Davenport paints. I'm not getting paid to advertise this, by no means, but I have to say that I like them. I do like them very much. I like them. I'm happy with them. Ordering just to try, and I seem to like them a lot. Okay. And I want to say this will be the darker spot here, and then the rest will be lighter. So right now this is how it's gonna stay, and I would like to leave the green in the eyes. Why not? I'm gonna leave the green in the eyes. I'm just gonna go ahead, clean my brush. I think she's coming out pretty good. And gonna keep that brush there. I'm gonna do the eye, but the white part I'm gonna go with the gesso. It's for the white part. That one eye is done, and I'm gonna move to the other. Same steps, same procedure. This is just the white gesso, and I just changed. I'm still using a filbert brush, but this is a number 4. Number 4 filbert brush. Whoops, that's okay. Remember, I just cover the eye with the skin tone, so I'm kind of going back. And I'm gonna leave it green, the green as is. This is the background. I think it looks pretty neat. So that's it for that. And I think I'm gonna leave this part here green as well, and the nose, not the lips. The lips, I am gonna go with some kind of a pink reddish. I don't remember exactly what color I used for that, but I can either go a little pink, light pink. And if I don't like it, then we'll just change it. We'll just add something else. Or we can do half green, half pink. Why not? I think I like that. And the upper lip is always darker than the lower lip, for some strange reason. I'm just gonna go loosely to the other side, like kind of getting rid of the pink, but still you can see the green. I think that's awesome. What I'm gonna do, can you pass me a pencil, please? Okay. Thank you. What I'm gonna do, I hope it's dry, and I removed the blow dryer. I'm a visual person. I do have to see my lines. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. I think I messed up here. Oops, wrong color. That's gonna go with white. Because if now I have this space here, I have to have a space on the other side too. All right, good. And inside the eye is also pink, right here in the corner. And just remember, they're not quite realistic. They're just an abstract interpretation of a human portrait. And I think she's coming out pretty good. And gonna kind of there's so many ways that you can go. You can use markers, you can use pastels, you can use color pencils, ink, anything. If you're gonna do like a mixed media type of thing. I like to use my acrylics. Sometimes I use my pastels, like my gelatos. I like my gelatos. Gelatos are awesome. But right now, for what I'm doing right now, I'm just using the acrylic paint. And my eyebrows came completely different. But it doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Well, then I'm gonna do this part of the eye. The pupil. This is actually the iris of the eye. You can do completely black and then add white spots, or you can just do what I'm doing. It's up to you, whatever you feel more comfortable. I'm gonna close it here. Oh, and I'm gonna do her nostrils. Right. You can do this with a marker. Absolutely, you can do that with a marker. I'm so used to do it with the brush. That's totally fine with me. That is totally fine. I feel comfortable enough to go ahead and do it with the brush. But if you just want to go ahead and do it with a marker, an acrylic marker, or any kind of marker that's acceptable, that's fine. That's totally fine. I like her lips, the way they came out. I really, really, really like the lips. And I always press down here and I lift. Again, you can do this with a marker if you don't feel comfortable doing it with the brush, okay? Most important thing, like I said before, is to have fun with it. have fun, practice, practice, practice. The worst thing that can happen is that you just have to redo it. Start fresh. That's it. Let's do the lips. The lips I probably should do. Maybe I'm better off doing it with a marker, but I'm just gonna go with the brush. Make sure you're constantly cleaning the tip of the brushes so it remains nice and thin, and that is actually, this is a number 1 round, the one that I'm using right now. And I like to always go, I don't know why, but I like to add this little lights outside, this little line out here. And this. I think they look super duper cute like that. So let's continue. Oh, I really like her. She is beautiful. Just a quick tip: when I'm using my round brushes, I clean them and I put them on the side. I like to keep them in the cap because it bends the tip of the brush. Yeah, I don't like to do that at all. Okay. I am going to need white. I don't think I have it out here. Yes, I do. I have it right here. I'm going to use titanium white. And I am going to do white part in the eye. Okay. Clean that brush. I'm gonna keep that green in her nose as well, and the green on top of her eye. I think I like that. I am gonna go back with darker brown, and then I'm gonna go back with the gesso and that darker brown just to do some shading in her forehead. And I went back to the filbert brush with just a little bit of the gesso. A little bit of that gesso. Gesso allows it to blend nicely. That's basically what it is for. And I'm just going back and forth, that brown with the gesso, creating some shading in her face. Guess what? Somehow here, her nose, just with that little bit of paint that you have left, and somehow here, and it looks like I'm kind of cleaning up the brush. And right under her neck. Remember, I wanted to see the line that I made with the pencil. So I want to leave that line there. And now I'm kind of just cleaning up the brush. All right. Oh, what was that? Okay. And I don't like this part right here, but I'm gonna light it up. What is that? Again. Okay. And I kind of lost my shading here. And it doesn't have to be in a perfect line like it looks like I have it right now. But that's when you use that's when we use the gesso to kind of light it up, to blend them nicely. Perfect. And it's always darker under the lips right here. just gonna I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my filbert brush again to kind of fix this shade in here. I just wanna not too dark. Chin. And I just realized the shading on one side of her face. I need to work on that because it's deeper here. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna leave that green part in her on top of her eyes, and same thing with in between, right below her nose. And what I'm gonna do is with the same brown that I'm using, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit with my gesso, and I'm just gonna and I'm gonna go back with the black just to kind of outline again the nose because I got covered with the paint. It's Jackie, my dog barks if my husband is watching TV and then it's just somebody knocking the door on the TV or any kind of weird sound. It's gonna make it bark. I mean, that's what dogs do. See? That's because she can hear the other dog outside barking. All right. And I noticed that the white part in the eye is too big. I don't like it to be that big. So I am gonna cover with some black. And they don't have to be completely round, that white spot. Doesn't have to be completely round. And inside the eye with the brown, I should use the purple. I should use the same purple she has in her hair to do those little marks. Inside the eye. All those lines that we have in our eyes. That's exactly what I'm doing. Hard to see. You don't have to see them really, but I don't think you guys can see it, but I can. Now those you can see. I'm not mixing those with the gesso. I'm just applying purple. Which is in the background. So yes, you can use the colors that you have in your background as well. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. And I think her hair, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave her hair just like that. But I am gonna kind of give her some outline. Now I am debating if I should do that with the marker or should I do it with the brush? I have no idea. I'm kind of debating. But while I think about that, I am gonna do her chin. Remember I said I wanted it to be the pencil mark? I actually can do it with the pencil. But I'm gonna use a real good pencil now. A real pencil. Like the other one wasn't real. And I'm gonna use this one. This stabilo pencil. And this gets activated with water. In case that you don't know that. But I'm not gonna use anything else like with water. In this painting, I was gonna add some blush in her cheeks, but I don't think I am anymore. She has a lot of color in her face. If you wanna try that, you go ahead and do that and then show me a picture. But I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Oh, and I forgot this. That I can actually, just to show you how it looks when you activate it with the water, and I can do the shading in the eye, just like that. That's what the stabilo pencil does. Okay, so a lot of people don't like. At the beginning, I didn't like it much. It was really hard for me to get a, good feel about it. But guess what? I like it now. You just have to work with it quite a few times, several times, I'll say. Okay. Clean your brush, but that's what I like about this pencil. Yeah. And maybe let's see if I can do some shading with it. I have really never tried that with the stabilo pen, but I want to try and see how that goes. Oh yeah. Even better. I'm not gonna do it everywhere, just where I know we need to do some shading. And like I said before, and I always say, have fun. Have fun. Instead of using your finger, this is what you use. And I'm gonna use it here under her chin. Let's say then this it's coming more from this side than the other. And I didn't apply any pencil here. I'm just using what's left on the tip. Because I don't want it too dark. I do like to do that on the eyebrows though. That I like to do. So this lady is about to get some eyebrows. And if you don't like it, like me, right now I don't feel like I like it, I can go back with paint, but I'm not gonna bother because this is stabilo pencil is activated, the stabilo pencil is activated with water. So guess what? I don't wanna ruin it. I think it looks just great the way it is right now. Okay, and the hair, like I said, I am just gonna go ahead and outline that hair with a marker, or well, yes, I can use a, where is it? Well, it actually is activated with, it's activated with water too. I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. I can outline the hair purple, or I can outline the hair red, or I can outline the hair black. It can go so many different ways. I'm gonna use this marker. I'm just gonna use a Sharpie to outline. I'm gonna get the newer Sharpie, this one, to outline the hair. Okay. Good. I didn't want to lift the marker, but okay. And I want to leave the rest with the pencil. I don't want to do the rest with the marker. I like the pencil. Once you do this, you cannot be touching. You should not be touching your paintings anyway. This is absolutely beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. I am done. I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. You can do so many things after this. I'm stopping right here. You can actually color this part and leave only her with the colors that she has. You can go white just to cover, whether with the gesso or paint, or you can leave it as is. I think it looks terrific the way it is right now, so I'm not gonna bother. You can give her some ears if you want. I just decided not to do that because her hair is kind of covering the ears. You can color her lips red or any other color. It's up to you, but I like it the way it is. I'm gonna leave it like that, and you can just sign it anywhere. But this is pretty much ready. This is pretty much done. I just noticed that I usually do some kind of white marks in the eye. Just to make it more like the lie. Looks more real, right? You perhaps can do that also on her lips. You can do it on her nose. The parts that you wanna make sure they kind of highlight it. Okay. But this is it for right now. Hope you enjoy it, and most importantly, I hope that you had a good time while painting this. Okay, until next time, thank you. Please like and subscribe.